It's a goal!
Hello everybody and welcome back to a new video. Today I've got a few things that come in over the last few weeks, including some stuff that I pulled from the new Panini 2022 World Cup set. So to show off those cards, I've got something, I pulled quite a few things. A lot of them are quality so poor, I just bin the cards because they come in packs where like the cards have been practically split in half. I think Panini are so bad at doing their card stock is just rubbish. So we've got like a Diego Jota, Portugal. We've got a Granit Xhaka. I obviously like Arsenal, so nothing special, but to me is the guy whose name I can never pronounce. And then we have England's Harry Maguire, the Titan that is Maguire. Do you know what? I think he plays fine for England. I've had no problem with his performance. Obviously, Manchester United fans are not happy with how he's dealing with that team, except it's just shocking. But as an international, I think he does all right. I think he stands up quite well. I like the card as well. White on the white, it's lovely. And then finally from that set, I pulled a really cool Legends card, a Thomas Muller for Germany. Honest with this set, to be honest, I found that most of the cards are probably open about 15 packs now, and they're all players from African nations, so a lot of Ghana, Cameroon, places like that, which is fine, but it feels like every single legend card or Titan or hero card is one of those, and I'm like, wish there was a bit more variety. But I can understand it. It's nice to see that countries that might not usually get cards being made. What else can I show you? So let's go to something a bit different. I bought this off of, I believe it was Elite Cards. I think they're on Instagram, but I bought this off their eBay account. I don't think I paid much for it, like £15 or something. But this is a SGC graded Mike Trout 2016 top sticker. So with Mike Trout, he's considered to be a bit of a goat in the baseball world, and as you can imagine, like Ronaldo or Messi, there's thousands of cards of his, like loads and loads and loads. They make so many every year. He always gets a base set, possibly like an update or something. He always gets like parallels and chromes and all that sort of stuff. So I like to collect Mike Trout, but I generally have a rule that I don't collect anything from this decade. So anything from, I think it's 2012 is his first year, up to 2019, and even then I'm very picky. I would only go for SGC 10, PSA 10 sort of thing, because I just generally think they're quite easy to get hold of. But stickers, on the other hand, are very difficult to grade. I haven't checked the pop count, but I imagine it's quite low for an SGC or PSA 10. I imagine there isn't that many. So actually, stickers, if in a 9, to me that's fine. This is 2016, so it's 3 or 4 years after his first proper season. So to me, this is a great sticker to have in my collection. It'll stay in my collection for a while, and then I'll see, look at the prices. If they go up, I might sell a few things, keep a few things. Mike Trout is somebody who I do watch a few games of baseball every year, but I kind of follow the Yankees, and I just kind of like keep my eye on baseball. Basically, I don't like I'm not devoted to it in sense, but if he starts hitting again, and he had a bad season last season, he was off injury. If he keeps playing well, keeps hitting it, and then I'm going to be adding more of his to my collection. But as it currently stands, I'm only trying to go for those early cards and in high definition. So we have another Ian Wright rookie pro set. I've just been picking these up when I can. This was like £2 posted. It was just so cheap. It looked really mint. The case that is in is a bit scratched. You might see like surface damage, but actually there's nothing to it. It's perfect. I will potentially send this to PSA. I have a SGC Authentic. I have a PSA 9. I really want a PSA 10, and I really want an SGC 10. Chances of getting are pretty slim, because for some reason this set is just absolutely awful in terms of quality. And considering all this black down the side here, as you can tell, it's something which damages quite easily. And so I'm not really sure if I'm going to actually go and do get a 10 on it. But maybe PSA. I'm not a big PSA fan anymore, guys. Baseball, I'll collect PSA cards for. I collect this. I generally try to collect the card, not the holder sort of thing. But with PSA, I'm not waiting 6, 7, 8 months like other people are doing right now. People still have cards which are nearly like over a year and a half before they sent them away a year and a half ago, and it's still not returned. And they're still, the mentality is, oh, if I send them in now, I will get them back in 2 months or 3 months time, which is great now. But then that's rising as well. So in maybe 3-4 months time, you're thinking about sending your first PSA ordering. It could be 12 months before you get it back. And I'm not paying any company to have my cards for 12 months. It's shocking. Absolutely shocking. That's why I'm a bit worried about PSA. I don't mind sending this Ian Wright card up because it cost me £2 to get it graded. Will be like $25 now, whatever it is, which is relatively cheap, and then I can forget about it because I don't have to worry about it. But if I'm sending that something like something beautiful, something rare, something numbered, like really low numbered, or an autograph, I don't want it to get destroyed. So it's like, yeah, you have to wait up, don't you? In terms of football, basically, I've been really following the Women's Euros, and I really love it so far. I love all the games. I can understand some people, it's not their thing, women's football, because they think it's too slow, which I think is a bit weird. When you watch the England games, they are quite fast. Their pace is quite good. I mean, obviously, people keep comparing it to the men, but this is not men's football, this is women's football, so just watch it as it is, take it as it is, and that's what I've been doing, and I'm really enjoying it. And Leah Williamson plays for Arsenal. I think she's fantastic. She's the captain. She's a great defence at the back, sort of thing. I think, this is a card which, if you go online, is actually quite hard to find. There's not 100 of these online. There's maybe like 10, and 9 of those are like in Germany or in the States. They come up occasionally in the UK. Not expensive. It cost me a couple of pounds. I think it was like £4 postage. But I imagine this card, if they win the Euros, I imagine a lot of these cards are going to get picked up really quick. And people could go online wanting this card for like, happily pay £30-40 for it, because it's a captain of a Women's Euro winning cup team. That's my little plan, my little idea. If it doesn't work out right, they don't win. It's still a problem for me. I've been really enjoying it, and I love these players, so it's good to add these players to my collection. And I kind of like the idea of having a little bit of a niche when it comes to women's players. Something I've been also picking up, they've released this set, and it's so funny, was that when I originally saw it, I thought, I'm not going to pay that much money for it because it's so ridiculous. But actually, people have been selling this off so cheap because they haven't really been doing well on them, I suppose. But these are the Hall of Fame cards. So this is the Premier League just done their first Hall of Fame. It says here 2022 inductee, which I think is presumably it's the first year, but I swear I saw on Wikipedia 2021. But who knows with the COVID, how things are going. But yeah, they started their first Premier League Hall of Fame. These cards are released by Panini. They are quite nice. They're black and white, with this kind of like goldy, silvery effect. And it has a player. And this is David Beckham, obviously. I kind of I've been trying to buy the best players first, the players that are going to be cards are going to get more money, because I don't want to get caught out. You can get number cards parallels, like I think it's number cards to 5 and to 10. I think it's one of ones as well. So yeah, like Thierry Henry, his card, and Beckham, especially this one here, Henry, it's been going up. I think it was like £17-18 I paid for this. But yeah, it's a player, who he is. I love him. He's Arsenal, so it ticks every box for me. I'm going to try and see if I can get the whole set. Annoyingly, I don't understand this set, so if anybody can explain to me, please do. I thought this set would be everybody who was inducted into the 2022 Hall of Fame. So if there was like 12 inductees, you'd have all 12 cards. Now, Dennis Bergkamp was also inducted as well, so why does he not have a card? I thought that was the whole point of it. Maybe licensing reasons you couldn't get them, but there's other players that don't have cards either, and I'm really confused. If they're going to do like a season set 2 or something, beautiful, every year they would have brought out a set with all the players in that season. To me, it makes no sense. I don't understand it. I don't understand why they're missing. But I'm going to be collecting as many as I can. Maybe you can tell me why, that'd be great. Second to last, we have the Mark Jackson baseball card from 1990 Hoops. I might have told you this last month, that those boys at the back there, one with the cap, one with the blue shirt on, they're the Menzies brothers who unfortunately killed their parents and used the money to buy season tickets to watch the Knicks. Sad story, interesting story, but become a bit of an infamous card, really. I have it raw, and then I bought it for like £12 plus postage, and then this came up for £18 plus postage. So I just thought, I'm going to grab it. It's a 7, I could have gone for waited and got like a 10, but I would be paying like £80-90 for a 10, I imagine. So no, and then they rarely come up on eBay UK. So I also collect the Hoops cards. So if anybody has any PSA graded Hoops cards from this season, 1990, they also did the All-Stars ones as well, which are gold colour rather than silver. And you've got them for sale, please contact me. I've got most of them the big players, but I'm still looking for the rest of the sets. I'm not interested in Raw at the moment, guys, because I just can't be bothered with the hassle of it. But if I can find anybody who's got some for sale, yeah, please give me a shout. I'm on Instagram, sportscards88. I can only say no, you know what I mean? So I would like to try and complete that set. It's a bit of a slow burner set for me. Right, guys, last but not least, I saw this on a Facebook group. I go on a few Facebook groups. I'm mainly into my vintage, so I stick to a few vintage ones. But every now and then, I get like recommended a group, and I didn't realize how many groups there were out there. Every time I googled it, it all seems like there's nobody there. There's no groups, but yeah, there is a lot of groups. Anyway, I cut my rambling short. This guy was offered up for £35. I said, would you take 25? And he said yes straight away. So this is a Kylian Mbappe, SGC graded 2022 Topps Future Champions in his PSG kit. Yeah, so it's not his rookie. I think it's like a third year card. The reason why I bought it was because I thought for the grading price, for the card, which I think is nice, for the player, and also because it's out of 99. I thought, yeah, it's not a bad card. I had a bit of money to spend for some reason. I thought I'd take it. A lot of people might say that there's no point buying up like third or fourth cards. Makes sense, but if you had like a Ronaldo 2006 or something, and it was numbered, it would be worth quite a bit. I mean, maybe not thousands, but it could be worth like 100 quid, 150 quid. So I thought maybe worth a chance. So I mean, if not, I will literally just put it back and sell it for that price in a year's time or so, and get my money back. I'm pretty sure somebody paid £25 for this all day long. I'm also trying to get some stock for potential card shows. So I'm jealous that you guys all at the London Card Show today. Really jealous. It's too far from me. I'm in Bristol, as you probably tell by my accent. I am from the West Country, and so it would take me 2.5 hours to drive there, and then it would be like 2.5 hours back. So it's 5 hours of driving. Plus you got to pay for parking, and then you got to pay for this and that. I'm glad. I'm sad in some ways, but glad in others, right? Really. But there is the Cardiff Sports Show, which to me is not far. It's 45-minute drive, perfect. And I will be going to that as a buyer in September, and I'm hoping to have enough stock to try and do a show. I do toy shows, by the way, guys. If you don't know, I've got another channel called Time Tunnel Toys UK, and I buy and sell vintage toys. Been doing that for about 3 or 4 years now, properly. So I know how to handle a show. So I'm looking forward to set myself up. I've got an idea how I want my cards to be listed, how I want them to be shown, which cards could be up in shelves and everything. That's my plan. But that's probably going to take about a good 6 months for me buying up good cards, stocking them up, getting some graded, pricing up. So I've got a couple of months ahead of me to think about what I want to do. But hopefully one time you'll see me at a card show as a seller, and I'll try and, as always, deliver good stuff at good prices. So that's it, guys. That's my collection of random cards this week. A lot of modern, isn't it? No vintage this week. Mainly because I've been trying to pick up stuff which is cheap. So the cards I obviously bought, the Panini World Cup cards were from the shop across the corner for £1.80, whatever it is. David Beckham and the Thierry Henry were quite expensive. They're like, I think the Beckham was £12 and Thierry Henry was like 17. The Jackson card, I said this was quite cheap. I think it was, as I said, I think it was like £18 postage and £25 for the Mbappe. So yeah, a little bit of money spent, but nothing too big. And next couple of months, I will be concentrating on sorting my cards, get them ready, and then buying up quite a bit of vintage cards. I have a hit list now, what I want to buy, and I have set myself a Monzo account so I can actually list I have like every card in my Monzo account, and it tells you how much you want to save up for. I'm going to save up for every single one individually and get to the point where I have the money to basically spend on those cards. If I get them cheaper than that, great. But yeah, I've got a vintage hit list. I'm not going to say what it is yet. I might make a little video of it first. In the future, telling you what I'm after. But anyway, guys, as always, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a good weekend. If you're at the London Card Show, I hope you bought up and found all the cards you've always wanted. And as always, guys, stay safe and happy hunting.